Greetings, YouTube. This is Lady Nefties of Universal Pagan Temple. I'm here to show you a brief video on how to decorate a Yule altar. So I've got my Yule altar with the usuals here, and then I've also got our Yule decorations here. Now, Yule is the winter solstice, is the point where the sun is at its lowest point, and the day and the night are at equal. And so it is the longest night of the year, of the wheel of the year, as opposed to Litha, which is the longest day of the year, which is on the opposite side of the wheel of the year, in June. Or if you're in the southern hemisphere, it is Litha right now, and it's Yule in June. And so, on Yule, most pagans come from a Christian background, and so Christmas is pagan. Yeah, most of you guys know that, but some of you may not. So you're wondering why I have a Yule tree here. The Yule tree is a symbol of life and rebirth, the evergreen tree, and it's also a symbol of the phallus. And so on Yule, the god is reborn after his death on Lammas, excuse me. And then the goddess gives birth to the god. And so traditional god and goddess pairings that you can use is Isis and Horus. There are some myths, and then there are also some myths that say Isis is a virgin, and there are others that say that she is not a virgin. But still, the pairing is very familiar to, you know, what usually Christians celebrate on Christmas, which is the birth of Jesus to Mary. Obviously, our traditions are older, and quite frankly, they're better. And so we have Horus here, all decked out. It's going to be his birthday soon. We've got our usual god statue here, and god candle, and a nice extra candle there. And then we've got the god star in gold and bells. And to the goddess, we have a little statue of Isis down here, a little picture of Isis. And we've got our chalice next to the goddess statue and our goddess candle. And then we've got the goddess star and her bells, which are silver. Traditional colors for the goddess are silver, and for the god, obviously, gold, the sun, and the moon, which are equal balance at the winter solstice. And so a few other things. I've got a cinnamon pentagram here that we made over last night at Universal Pagan Temple, Pagan Social Night. This has been floating around on Facebook, the image of one of these, which is actually, their image is, they did a much better job than I did. I tried. And so that's, you know, my little addition to my Yule altar here. Unfortunately, I don't have a real tree. I've got a little kitten who is a chaos kitten, and as all of you know, you can't have a tree with a cat around. So, and I've got these lights up here to symbolize the rebirth of the sun. You don't have to use the multicolored lights. White works just as well, and it's actually a more fitting symbol for the rebirth of the sun at Yule. And it also is a pagan tradition to have all of your lights turned on, or several, you know, quite a few lights turned on over the winter solstice night, the longest night of the year, to encourage the rebirth of the sun. And there's also the Yule log tradition, which you can burn a Yule log with spells on it for the rebirth of the sun. And some people, like me, don't have a fireplace, so that is not practical. But you can still have a little, say if you wanted a little Yule log, you may be able to make one out of clay, or you can have a little stick that's thick enough to be considered a mini log, and decorate that with spells and then burn it. But yeah, you basically have your basics here, your basic altar tools, and then you go through all your old Christmas decorations and say, you know what, all of these are really pagan decorations. And then you know what? You save yourself some money. Alright. Well, I think I've rabbled on for long enough. Alright. Well, everybody have a blessed Yule. And stay safe. Stay warm with your family. And encourage your family to celebrate Yule with you. And don't... if you don't have any pagans to celebrate Yule with, go find a group. You know, don't give up your faith and your traditions just because nobody's around. That's a big problem with the pagan community, that nobody's around to celebrate Yule with, and so they'll go celebrate Christmas instead, which, you know, you're just kind of, those aren't your gods. But, you know, the symbolism is still all there, but, you know, you're missing something there. You're missing your gods. So I encourage you, if there's no pagans in your community, either to start a meetup, or find a meetup, or find a temple. You can go on Witchvox. That is a very good resource if you're not familiar with the temples in your community. And so, a little bit of a PS there. So, blessed Yule, and try not to eat too much candy, and make your dentist happy. Alright, blessed be.
Please, show your love by subscribing to our channel.
And you can also find us online on Facebook, Twitter, and universalpagantemple.org.
And until next time, may you blessed be.